Hey y'all, this is Jessica at Casa Magnolia, and if you watched my New Year's resolution video, you will remember that my word for the year was vision. Part of that vision was being able to define my style, whether it be in my wardrobe or in my home. So I thought it would be fun to take a closer look at a different decor style every month in order to help myself and hopefully you too. And make sure you stay to the end of the video because I need your help. Am I the only one that goes on vacation, just absolutely falls in love with the area and starts looking at homes in the area that are for sale? Like, oh, $1.5 million? Chump change, I'll take it. So on our Florida vacation this summer, we went and looked at a couple of different areas like Seaside and Rosemary Beach, where they had gorgeous homes, expensive and gorgeous homes. And I started looking at all of the different styles that they all had like kind of a similar theme. Beachy, of course, but more than that, it was like a southern beachy. And I was trying to figure out like what this style was. And the more I looked into it, it's called a Lowcountry style. So Panama City is not really technically part of the Lowcountry, I don't think. But a lot of those houses in those two communities were like a Lowcountry style house, which I thought was really interesting. So I hadn't heard of Lowcountry style before, and I wanted to take a deeper look at it. So that is our first style to look at in this study and style series. Where exactly is the Lowcountry? It's that coastal area of South Carolina and Georgia where they have like Hilton Head and Savannah, and it's just kind of that like coastal-y vibe. You've probably heard of Lowcountry Boyle, but I had never heard of Lowcountry style, so let's see what it's all about. So Lowcountry style is obviously going to be those older homes, those old Southern homes, but it's kind of, to me, was like a mix of old Southern traditional aesthetic and like a beachy aesthetic without any of it being kitschy at all. It was like truly elegant, timeless, and traditional. It was just so cool. A lot of those older homes, they have really high ceilings because it's so hot. You want the heat to rise. It'll have different levels where that ground floor is like empty, where they would have in a really older home had your horses under there. But it's also really good because it's like the swampy areas and they have bad weather, hurricanes and flooding and stuff. So it's good that those homes are up. So it kind of does a multi-function sort of thing, which I thought was really cool. So what kind of colors did I see when I was looking at all of this Lowcountry decor? On exteriors, you still see the really traditional like white with black shutters, stuff like that. But also one of the very specific colors is haint blue. And that's a really specific mix of like a light green and a light blue. It's somewhere in between. And it was thought to like ward off spirits in olden times, voodoo time, I don't know. I remember seeing it in Savannah, Georgia a lot. Like on the covered porches, they would paint the ceiling of the porch haint blue because it would keep the spirits from coming into your house, which, let me tell you, take a ghost tour in Savannah, Georgia at night when you're walking around at night. It is scary AF. And the funny thing that they say about haint blue is it ain't green, it haint blue. But there's a lot of warm woods and the furniture and wood tones that they choose, just light linens and wheat colors, because like I said, it has that beachy aesthetic, which was really cool. And then just generally like muted colors, like I don't want to say swampy colors, but like the greens were very mossy, the blues were very muted colors, and it just kind of gives like a beautiful ease to it, like an easy elegance to the design. So what do we see in the Lowcountry accessories? Simple elegance, because like you have to remember that they're on the coastline and it's kind of got that like relaxed beachy vibe. But it was really like expensive, high quality pieces, but not overly ornate. Just an air of that simple sophistication. I keep saying the same words over and over. Then in a lot of the pictures that I looked up, it had like beachy accents, but they weren't kitschy at all. So I hate to even call them beachy. But for example, instead of like a bowl full of beach shells and stuff that can get like a little, not ugly at all, but it can get a little bit like beach themed, they might have a chandelier made of oyster shells, and it just has that like really gorgeous like vibe about it. Or a simple piece of driftwood out on a table instead of something that's specifically screaming, I live at the coast. So where can you find examples of low country design? You'll see it in magazines like Traditional Home and Southern Living, obviously. If you Google Paula Deen's home tour, I think her house in Savannah, her house right off the coast of Savannah, definitely has that kind of low country vibe, and it's a really good example of just that like really nice furniture, easy elegance, and it's kind of got that beachy vibe, but it's not themey at all. And then if you're looking for pictures on Instagram, I would start looking for tagged homes in like Charleston, Hilton Head, Savannah, and you could even look up Seaside as a hashtag, because like I said, some of their homes were really cool and that kind of vibe. So I hope you guys liked this little study on low country style. It was new to me and I thought it was really interesting. What do you guys think of low country style? Is it something that you'd put in your house, or would you save it for like a beach house or something like that? Or do you know of any great places that have low country style that I wasn't really thinking of? To be honest with you, geography is not my strong suit, so there's a lot of other places that I don't know about. If you did like this type of video, I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up so that I kind of know that you like it, and to continue on with this series, and leave me a comment down below letting me know what kind of style that you want to talk about next. I would love to look into all different kinds of styles, ones that I know a lot about or not a lot about. I am really excited to see what you guys are interested in. So I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.